Right, good evening and welcome to Talking Points. My name is Levi Kones. Tonight we are talking with Dr. David Matsanga, like we always do every week, just to check on the week's political happenings and what's been going on. We would have liked to have had a bigger panel, but Corona, we're still, fighting COVID-19. As soon as it opens up, we'll be able to get more people.
Yes.
As things heat up.
Yes, thank you very much. I asked you for permission to remove my mask.
To remove your mask.
So
yes, you did already. So
this is exactly what is supposed to be done.
Yeah.
And always in public, you have to do your mask like this. Wear it anywhere where you are not sure, and remove it nicely, like I have done, and put it here. Thank you very much.
All right. Good to see you this Wednesday.
Thank you very much. This evening, it's a chilly, very nice weather today. It was warm in the daytime.
Yes.
It's beginning.
It's nice. And I see you with your Kenyan and Ugandan
yes, I am a Pan-African, both. In fact, if I had a way of wearing the African flags,
you
I'd
put
wear
them all on you.
Yes, I love Africa.
So speaking of Africa and international stories, let's start. Tuanze juu kabisa.
Which one do you want to start?
Let's start with you and the ICC. There was a news item about you.
Yes.
And
all over the whole world.
And the ICC this week. Please tell us, what was that about? I
am protesting to the whole world, to the UN, to the ICC, to Assembly of State Parties.
What are you protesting?
Against the recruitment of the chief prosecutor. You know Fatou Bensouda is leaving.
Yes. But
they have brought a mafia. Another mafia there.
Who is coming there?
The mafia is called Fago Gaina. I'm just waiting for Corona to clear. I'm going. I've done my groundwork. I will not spare them.
What is your issue?
My issue is the list must be nullified.
Why?
And I have told the state parties, you can't beat me on that. Believe me or not. On international law, this guy here,
people will say,
I read it.
Yeah.
I read it, I understand it, I teach it.
People say Daktari, he has been fighting the ICC for years.
Exactly, from 2005. In Uganda, they messed our country. I will never forgive this bloody thing here. I don't want to use a bad language here. Tonight, the children are watching me.
When did you...
But I'm going to fight to make sure that they get a proper chief prosecutor. There are 4 names that they have floated. The 4 names are, namely, a Ugandan younger girl, sister, a daughter of somebody I know, Okolanyi. She did very well. You saw she was doing very well. They switched off the microphones. The internet, they said the internet is not even working. Why do you reach my Ugandan person and the internet doesn't work? 2, the selection committee was hosted by George Soros in New York. I have the receipts, the video, the hotel where they were having dinner with the chief executive, an executive director of George Soros Open Society Foundation.
People always ask me this question on the streets. They say, who is George Soros? Why is Daktari so upset with that name?
A mafia who sponsors ICC, who sponsors people to overthrow government. Yes, I got all the CCTV. I'm deadly. Look at me. I'm not. If I come for you, I come for you. I don't speak without facts.
And right now your guns are on the...
yes, on the selection of a new chief prosecutor. What I did, I succeeded. On 24th, the IOM, International Insight Organization, or IOM, Insight Mechanism, you see, wrote back to me and notified the president of the court that we have received 52 complaints, well documented in good English, not this cheap English of the streets, well organized. My English is Shakespeare, and I did read J.A. Bright, not Makonde, not this Okundipe of yours. So I have written to the court with complaints, 52. And I want the court, the state assembly of state parties.
Yes.
All of them have a copy. 124 countries. Each country has a copy. If I'm wrong, let history judge me. You cannot give that mafia guy, Fago, who was in Kenya here, wanting to detain our people. He wanted to detain people here. He bought fake evidence. He even paid witnesses through M-Pesa accounts. And then they are seeing COVID-19. They are hiding the issue. They know Kenya is busy on COVID-19. They want to sneak the mafia. So my French men, I have terrible network. We picked it and I have got his data now.
Mm-hmm. So now that is why you filed the case.
Even during
Kenya,
Fago Gaina molested boys, abused the boys, witnesses on Gongo Road. And I'm not going to give such a stupid man to become a chief prosecutor of international community.
So,
no.
So if you're successful,
not if, boss.
Okay.
I talk with ink.
When you're successful.
I can show you the letter. I'll show you the letters. They are here. The more are coming in the post.
Well, you're very
I'm the only man in Sub-Saharan
You're very confident.
Africa.
So when you're successful.
I am the only man in Sub-Saharan Africa who has dared this court. Try me.
Right. So what do you expect to be the end result?
They nullify, they bring the whole list. Do you know what I've done? This morning, my wife called me. Thank you very much, my darling. She called me and said there's a letter here from the ICC. You know what? They have agreed. They have to bring a new list. They have to bring the entire list that the state parties choose among all applicants.
Yeah. So one would ask, so Dr. Yes, before we talk about, Kenya and the week that was...
that's what I am. That's what Matsanga is. That's what I am. I don't work for money.
Yeah, you're very passionate about this.
You don't take an African, listen to me.
Yes, what's the driving force?
You don't ever take an African to Europe when Matsanga is still alive on planet Earth. Never. Whoever Babugo, haven't I removed them? Look, wasn't I singing Babugo on your show here? Didn't I sing Babugo? Didn't I write my English and Babugo is out? Bemba is out. Lubanga is finished. Bashir is a stupid man. I told him what to do. But still, whether is there, he will not go there. Because if you take Bashir there, you will take all the generals who overthrew him. They were the commanders in Darfur. I would never accept an African to be shipped. When we, after 66 years of independence, we can have a court on this continent. Walaya Mungu akuna. Akuna kwangu.
Point taken.
Akuna.
Let's gear down and come back to Kenya.
Let's come back to Kenya.
That's
how I speak and prepare for me to deliver salvos. Exactly.
we are ready.
Oh, yes.
This is talking points.
Yes.
Yes.
And don't gag me. I will deliver the real ones.
The real ones.
Yes.
So this week, we are still talking about corruption.
Yes.
In the midst of a pandemic. And if you walk around outside there, there's a lot of delusion about now the whole thing.
About what?
People are saying now.
About what? The disease is gone?
The disease is going. But the delusion is going. We're trusting God that this is going.
Please don't.
We are trusting God that it's going.
That is good. Trust in God, but don't be Herod.
Yeah. Don't be too
overconfident. Herod. No,
we have to be cautious. We have to be cautious.
For you. These are
we are still wearing masks and still keeping social distance. And still washing our hands.
Continue wearing.
And
don't say
those things don't stop.
Gone.
We're not celebrating.
The president told you don't. His Excellency, my best friend, the Pan-African guy, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, the one I support in Africa, said don't ever try to go anywhere. Don't wear the mask and continue. This thing is not yet gone. It's invisible. And I hear there are some people trying to bring our children to school. They are looking for this 1 billion they earmarked for schools. Don't try to bring the children here. My children are grown. I don't mind. If you want to bring yours.
Listen, Daktari. Yes. Last week we spoke about this. This week is continuing. The counter accusations are ongoing still.
On what counter accusations?
There's accusations from maybe a faction of government that is allied to the deputy president that says, you know, those guys were eating. There's another faction, you know, where other guys are saying, you know...
Eating what?
Eating public money.
Let me tell you. You are a
The questions have not gone away.
You are a chief executive officer of a company. You allow somebody from outside to call you, pressurize you, you break the law. You have committed corruption already. In good countries where there is good democracy and a good law, we arrest you first. Then you can tell us who wrote it to you or who said go and give this to that. That's rubbish. That man called John Mujari, is it Majari? Dr. John Majari is useless. And I'm telling him, if he wants to face me for an exam, we can do a better exam. He has no insight. He should have reported the matter to the EACC that I am being put under pressure by so and so. But you can't just come to start peddling lies, talking about, oh, I saw Mr. Levy wrote it to me, Levy rang me, texted me. That's a lie. Those are lies. Now you are peddling. You should have reported to the EACC. The Kenyan code is very clear. It's like a Commonwealth code. If police in London arrest you for drink driving, then you tell them, I did not see the lights, but I was going to see them, then tell you. They will arrest you first for not being able to be in seeing the lights. Or if you want to bribe them, they will arrest you for bribing them. You have committed an offense. The CEO of KEMSA, let him carry the cross, let him eat the pins. Zitamuuma atafungwa. He has a problem.
He said there are people higher than
No, that's hearsay. You haven't seen
the reality of the matter.
Let me see.
Listen, Doctor, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Do you really believe that, just from a layman's perspective,
yes, that
billions of shillings,
yes,
not millions, not thousands,
yes,
but billions of shillings can move without top guys knowing?
Which top guys?
I'm talking top guys in ministries, top guys. You know, when he asks themselves. So these
Do
people,
you know when
they ask themselves, this is a question they ask. No, let me finish, sir, so that you can answer. People ask themselves this question. For the Mwananchi, they ask themselves, look, these guys who are like ministers, people who are, you know, charged with the whole dockets of responsibility. If they say that I personally do not know that somebody down there can make a decision, you mean I can be appointed to a position that is not senior, that is somewhere katikati, and I can move billions?
Look, the Public Procurement Act.
What are we saying?
No, the Public Procurement Act is very clear, and how an MD or a CEO of a parastatal body in Kenya is supposed to work is very clear. Very clear guidelines. The minister can ask you that what is going on, we need these things. And that's what the minister was saying.
But where does the buck stop? Who pays ultimate responsibility? How
The
come we see,
CEO.
How come we see in other countries?
No,
look,
the
look,
CEO.
Look, Daktari, we see in countries like Japan, for example.
Yes,
a
but
train crashes.
how many?
The Japanese Minister for Transport says, guys,
Yes,
I take this one upon myself.
thank you.
I'm stepping down.
How many years
and,
has wait.
let somebody else do.
How-
As in, we see responsibility.
How many years has Japan taken to get democracy? Isn't it over 700 years?
Must we do the same?
No, wait, isn't it? Democracy has evolved. Norms have become law. Customs have become law. In Japan, some people who steal money would get a sword and kill themselves without the law coming for you. Have you seen that?
That's true, yes.
That's a custom. Have we got that here? We are only 57 years old of independence. Don't blame yourself too much. We have to fight the vice. The president has fought. President Uhuru Kenyatta, I can even mention for you so many of achievements that he has on corruption. cases of corruption.
You came with a list.
Yes, of course. I don't talk. I don't talk. The money so far, the President Kenyatta's achievements on war against graft is very clear. 185 million, 117 billion. The names are here. I can give them to you later on. They are here. Kenya Meteorological School recovered. Various parcels of land recovered. In the University of Nairobi, Kilimani land recovered 2 billion. You know, these are recoveries which people are not seeing. That Kenyatta is fighting corruption. Let me come to you. Cash recoveries. Real cash. Ebesha. What do you call it in Kalenjin?
What? Rabishek?
Rabishek. The real one. They have recovered. Cash recovered from Devi Koech, former managing director. 75 million cash. Cash recovered from Tornado Carriers Limited. 55 million cash. Hizi zinakuja. Government is working. People are condemning Uhuru Kenyatta, but these are happening under him. Wait.
But actually, that's
cash
what's
recovered.
Going out as we are
Makuyu, defunct Makuyu County Council officials, 28 million. Another cash recovered, the highest, 6.5 million. Then disruption, loss averted through disruption of corruption networks, 21.9 billion.
But that's not in any way comparable to
because
what we are losing.
You read,
what's going out? Look, if you have a water tank
do you know what?
that is taking out more water than is bringing in.
You read what you want to see.
Daktari.
You don't want to see.
I want to ask you the
have you seen
question.
Now you have nothing to ask me.
If you have a water tank
yes.
that is taking out more water than is bringing in, is that tank going to get full?
It can't. But we have to start somewhere.
That's what we are doing.
No, we have to.
You know what? Praising the inlets,
we should
but the
not,
outlets is so bad.
We should not politicize corruption. Corruption should not be politicized. Please, Kenyans, whether it is who, today I'm going to speak in a very nice, I'm not hitting, whoever, I'm not an investigator. Let's support investigative agencies. Support this DPP, support EAC, support Kinoti, Haji, and my friend, the major. Support them. They will do a work slowly. Now with Waruke inside, cannot, and then Obado and the family. People are fearing to catch money. How do you deal with the whole family? Oh my God.
We want to come back. We want to come back and talk
the whole
about that.
Family.
Yes, because
is it a shame? Who is going to marry those? Who is going to marry those girls?
Interesting question.
No, I'm asking you. Can you marry a person who has stolen before?
I'm already married.
Oh, I am.
We are going to take a quick break on that
one.
one.
If I find my son,
these are
talking points.
These are talking points. We'll be right back after these messages.